Dude, where's my Amico?
Hello humans, and welcome to the Generation X Gamer Investment Show, the first video game YouTube channel focused on the business side of the video game industry. We will talk about stocks, cryptos, NFTs, current events, and everything else in between in the gaming universe. We will use our video game knowledge to make wiser investment choices to help grow our video game collections. Now, with that said, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode, this show is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, Kelso is buying me my Amico. It's true, don't laugh, check this out. Kelso, I'll just call him Kelso for Ashton Kutcher, okay, Ashton Kutcher invested in Acorns, right? And I found that interesting, so I started using the app. And let me tell you, it does help you save. It really does. Now, as far as investments, is it the best thing for the stock market? No, because there's not enough money in it. Until you probably hit about 3,000, it would pay off. But let me say this. It's a great way to learn. It's a great tool to learn. Now, when you guys have gone to restaurants before, they ask you to round up, right? Never do that. Never do that. It's all a lie. Those children don't exist. You know what they do? They donate that money and they take the tax break. So give that money to yourself. Round it up using Acorns. And basically what this does is it rounds up your purchases, right? It doesn't matter what you spend it on. As long as you use that card linked to the account, it rounds it up to the next dollar. So let's say you spend something that's $10.01, it'll make it $11 and put the 99 cents into that account. Now within Acorns, you can choose, to go aggressively in the stock market. You can do moderate. You can do very conservative. You can just invest in bonds. Okay, you don't know what bonds are. Okay, again, this series, guys, is just for the lay person that's never invested anything. So please understand that. So I'm making everything in very, very simple terms that people can understand that are not financially literate or familiar with markets. Bonds are usually just promissory notes from the government, say they'll pay you back a little more, usually more than what the bank gives you, right? So they invested in short-term bonds, say that you buy a note for $10, for example, they'll promise to give you $10.25 back, right? Which is more than what your bank is willing to give you. And this goes on month by month. I can tell you what I discovered when I started using the app. I saw, after tracking my purchases, that I was spending like $50 altogether in coffee. And that's when I said, oh, hell no. You know what I did? I took those $50 and instead of, spending them on coffee, I just started adding them to this account. So what I've added to this account in a year is $50 starting I want to say in March or April. I can't remember exactly, but it's around there. And my spare change. That is it. Okay, that's all I put in there. And based on that, I got $1,000.
So this is my balance as of today, this morning. It's $1,054, and that includes all the roundups and the $50 I've been putting in.
Right, and I talked about it before in a video, but here I want to make this video specifically for this because it really is a tool that can help you learn about the markets, right? And it shows you how investment really works, starting from very little. If you choose not to invest on your own, and not financial advice, you can use this app, right, to start your own little portfolio, right? And with those $1,000, I can more than pay for the Amico, right? I really can, and am I going to take it out specifically for that? No, you can use it for that. Like if you want to spend it on your Christmas or something like that, you get taxed like 20% if you decide to take it out. The better the stock market does if you choose to put it in stocks, for example. The more return you're going to get. But let me show you the things that they invest in.
Now, the way you set up your account, it really depends on the questionnaire that they ask you. They'll make a recommendation, right? But they have, very conservative, which is just the bonds that I showed you. There's moderately conservative, moderately aggressive. There's different ways you can invest. And it really has to do with your age. You know, usually the younger you are, the more aggressive you can get. But let's take a look at some of the stocks you can invest in. Now, the more aggressive you get, the different mix of stocks you're going to get, but all the majors are there, right? You have Apple, you have Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Google, Nvidia, Facebook. I mean, all the big ones are there, you know. But depending on, you know, what the type of risk you want to take in the market long term, what you can do is just mix and match ones that you prefer to own. You know, it really depends on the individual and what your long-term goals are, but there's a great mix of stocks here.
And guys, January is the perfect month to start. It really is, because it gives you a year to save up and see how you're doing. You know, you're gonna spend this money anyway. A lot of you are donating already when you buy your purchases, you know, in different restaurants, and they ask you to round up. What I say is I look at them dead in the eye and I say, absolutely not. This is going to me, baby. And if, by the way, if your sale ends up in a round number like 0, it just donates $1, right? And it's a pretty easy way to get yourself started in investing. You know, I did $1,000 in a year. What could you do, right? What could you do in a few years? This is the kind of account that you really should just turn it on and forget it. You know, whatever you can spare, if you want to put in there $10 a month, whatever, and put whatever bank account you use the most, whatever, you know, ATM you use the most is, you know, what I put in there. And these are my results, okay? Like I always say, I can show you better than I can tell you. Anybody can talk smack about what they're doing, right? But the proof is always in the receipts. It's always in the receipts, and here are mine. Now, if you want to join and help out the cause, I put the link down there. It's a referral link. We all get a little something, and you know, you can be on your way. But the sooner you start educating yourself financially, the better. This is one tool, a very easy tool, and who knows? Maybe you can afford Amico. Can you imagine trading it in? You're not, oh, you know what? I'm not satisfied with the Amico. You go to GameStop. Try to trade it in. You know, look at you. I don't know.
The link is below. Let Kelso make you some money. Hey, you can buy a PlayStation 2, don't worry. New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.